Hey guys, I love you guys so much. So it's going to be 11/11 tomorrow, and 11/11 has been such a significant day for me. That number in general is very important to me. I have it tattooed right here. It says 11/11, 777, and 11/11 have always been my numbers. Whenever I see the clock, it says 11/11, and I always, ever since I was younger, I'd take a minute and just close my eyes or just envision where I want to be when that time is on the clock. There could be a certain person that we think of at that time. There could be things that we're really trying to manifest into our life, and that number is very powerful. It's the repetition of number one. So on the day 11/11, November 11th, right, I experienced something really major in 2013, and this is my 11/11 story, so I wanted to share it with you guys, just to, let you know how powerful your ancestors are, how powerful the people that pass over to the other side, how powerful their energy is, how powerful your angels and your spirit guides are. So when I was born, I have always felt very different from my family. I could never really fit in. And I remember I would find myself alone in my bedroom. And I would always just feel this sadness inside of me. I always just had such a feeling of like pain deep within my soul. And I could never understand why. I went to a Catholic school, was raised in a United Church, though, with my family. And I just never felt like I could understand the religion because the conflicting lifestyle of being in a Catholic church and then a United Church with my family was like, it made no sense to me because the Catholic Church looked at the United Church like they were different. Yet me being a small child recognized that we read the same Bible and we believed the same God, right? So ever since I was born, I've been questioning this experience that we've been living. I was always just so different from my family. I was always just feeling so out of place all the time. I never really fit in school. I was a very slow learner. I was great at so much art, and I was very good at sports and being creative, but I just didn't fit into that mold of society that they would have wanted me to just conform to, right? You're placed in schooling system and you're programmed in this system. I wasn't easy to program because I was already so far out of the dimension of what this 3D experience is, right? I don't know if you can connect with that, but a lot of us that are highly sensitive individuals were actually born at a higher energy frequency. So I wasn't born in 3D. I was born in a 4 or 5D understanding of a, really sensitive to energy, really sensitive to smells, really sensitive to emotions and feeling. This is a 4 and 5D experience that I was born into, and you have your family and your school and your church and everywhere you go to is a very 3D experience. So for a child, that can be really taxing on a child, right? So I always had this sense of that I don't belong. But I would pray, I would speak to my angels, I didn't even know anyone who had passed away when I was younger, but I just remember feeling such a comfort when I would pray to God, and I would feel such a warmth and such a blanket of comfort, coming over me as I prayed in my silence, right? In this quiet time that I would experience as a child. I remember one time I was in my room, I was very, very sad. And I closed my eyes and I just felt like all these hands on me. I could feel the hands, just all this warmth, all this energy around me, surrounding me. It was like I got a hot flash or something. So I always had this belief in an afterlife, this belief in this not just being the end of our experience. There's something else after this. So my best friend's mother, she's a big part of my journey as well. This is her number right here, 777. This is how she connects with me. She's been a huge part of my journey. And when she passed away, when I was 19, my best friend who I grew up with, I almost felt this even closer to her at that moment that her mom passed away, because her mother was like a second mom to me. Not only that, but I just had this such a deep caring and love for my best friend that grew very motherly when her mom passed away. And we're close in age, me and my best friend. So, but I've known her since we were 3, and my soul is much older than hers. And her mother and me actually connected on such a deep level that when she passed on, I feel her everywhere. I feel her energy with me all the time. She connects with me through this number. And so I don't know when it was. Maybe I might have been about 18 when I started to hear about the number 1111 and the importance of it. And so, you know, you hear all the time, oh, it's 1111, make a wish. You look at your phone, it's 1111, make a wish. And that was just one thing that's always stuck with me. So on November 11th, at the time 11/11, on that day, it has been so powerful and significant to me ever since maybe I was 19 when I moved out when her mother passed away. That's just been a time of me to super manifest, to super create what I want in my life, right? And I remember 2013, I actually went to Vegas with my best friend. So my best friend whose mother has passed. And we went to Vegas. And I remember Vegas is so not for me. It's not my cup of tea. But we were there on November 11th. And my best friend, she knows I'm like kind of out there, right? She just loves and accepts me. We're very different people. But, you know, she supports how I am anyways, which is just like such a great thing about her. She's never judged me. She's always so supportive. But this was a moment that even she was like, whoa. So it was November 11th. I woke up. We were super hungover. I looked at the clock. It was 11:09 or something like that. And I knew that it was going to be 11/11 on November 11th in 2013. We're in the hotel room. I get up. I'm getting ready in the bathroom. I'm super excited. It's about to be 11/11 on November 11th. I go into the bedroom, out of the bathroom. My best friend starts talking to me and I get sidetracked. I looked at the time and it was 11:13. So I had missed 11/11. And I just remember feeling this like gut-wrenching, like my heart just sank and I felt really sad. I was very defeated in that feeling, in that moment. I don't know, I had put so much excitement and, you know, just such a big deal about it being 11/11 on November 11th for me to say my prayer and do my little ritual that I always do, right? I missed it. So my best friend knew I was kind of down and we ended up going on to the strip and getting a beer. We're walking around the strip, just, you know, shooting the shit, whatever. And I remember talking to her mom in my head. I was talking to her mother and I said, Joan, like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was feeling very sad. And it's crazy how, you know, us highly sensitive individuals, if you haven't found a sense of self, you can be in such a happy place. I'm in Vegas with my best friend. You could be having such a great time, right? But underneath all of that, there's this missing pain that you feel in your soul. And it's not something that you can describe to people. It's not something that's understood by most people anyways, right? So I was feeling this sadness and, I mean, you know, we're really good at hiding it. But I was speaking to her mother. I was like, I need a sign. Please, I need a sign. I can't do it anymore. I just need a sign. I feel lost. I'm scared. I'm sad. I'm hurt. I just need a sign. So we ended up going to the Walgreens on the strip and I had to grab a few things. You know, I'm walking around Walgreens, grabbing a few things. I'm with my best friend. We get into the line. The line was huge. And we get halfway through the line. Something was telling me, you need to go and you need to get the hand sanitizer. And I was like, why? There's like such a big line. I do not want to go out of the line to get the hand sanitizer. But something kept telling me to go get it. So I get out of the line. I go grab a little thing of hand sanitizer. I get back in the line. I get up to the cash register. The lady rings everything through for me. And the total for all my items that I purchased was $11.11. There's like no words to describe how I felt in that moment. I actually took a picture of the cashier and I told my best friend, and she was kind of like, oh my gosh, wow. Because she knew how much of a big deal it was that I missed the time 11:11, and then for the total of my items to be $11.11. There is no explanation to it, right? And so this is my 11:11 story. And I just wanted to let you guys know that there is something far beyond the experience that you're living right now. There is something so much bigger than what you know. Your life is so much bigger than what you know. So much more meaningful than what you know. And that this experience is such a small little fraction of what your soul is going to experience after this human experience. And that in that very moment, without a shed of doubt, I knew that the things that I have been feeling and sensing my whole life since a small child up into that very moment and forward, I knew that I was not necessarily right, but I knew exactly that there was something bigger than what I was experiencing in just this reality. And it was like all of that doubt just disappeared. So if you are going through something right now, I'm feeling it too, and I get it. But we didn't come here to struggle. And you have a whole team of people that are here to guide you, that are watching over you, that love you. If you believe it, if you pray to them, if you connect your energy to them. A lot of people, they want to connect to people that have passed on. They want to connect to, their spirit guides. They want to connect to a higher source, and they just pray, but they don't connect that prayer to their heart space. They don't connect their energy to what they're putting out there. You can feel it if you quiet your mind, if you learn to become calm. You can really connect with them on another side. And it's just was such a powerful moment. And so 11:11 to me is a very powerful day. It's a very powerful number. And I was born a twin flame. I have the number 11:11 on me. I didn't even understand what that number meant. And I was born at 9:11 a.m. So I was brought to this experience at 9:11 a.m. If you add the numbers, 9 plus 1 plus 1 is 11. My twin flame as well was born at 9:11 a.m. 1 plus 1 plus 9 is 11. 11:11. There is just so many answers for us if we really just look everywhere. The answers are everywhere. The answers are within. But the messages and the things that are guiding you through your life from your spirit guides and your angels and your team is through numbers. This number I see everywhere. Joan is talking to me everywhere. That 11:11, she was confirming with me that everything's going to be okay. The numbers and the synchronicities are everywhere. If you just believe, they will show themselves to you. I love you guys.